The most dangerous person in any room isn't the loud, aggressive jerk. You can see them coming. You can prepare for them. No, the most dangerous person is the one who never stops smiling. The one who always says yes. The one who is pathologically nice. If you feel chronically overlooked, exhausted by pleasing others, or you carry a quiet resentment you can't fully explain, I'm going to tell you a truth modern society avoids. Your niceness isn't a virtue. It's a mask. And whatever lives behind that mask is clawing to get out. Before we fix this, we need to understand what's really happening. From childhood, most of us are conditioned to be agreeable. Don't rock the boat. Be polite. Be a team player. Swallow your anger. Smile. Somewhere along the way, we confused being nice with being good. But psychologically, they are not the same thing. Being good requires backbone. It requires honesty. It requires the courage to tell the truth even when it costs you approval. Being nice, on the other hand, is often just fear dressed up as politeness. It's a survival strategy. When you're overly nice, you're lying. You're presenting a sanitized version of yourself because you're afraid that if people saw the real you, the anger, the ambition, the selfishness, they would leave. So you build a persona, a polished shield. But shields don't just keep things out, they keep things in. Carl Jung explained that the human mind is like an iceberg. The small, visible tip is your conscious personality, who you think you are. But beneath the surface lies the vast majority of your psyche, the part you don't want to look at. Jung called this the shadow. The shadow is where you store everything you were told was unacceptable. Anger, jealousy, greed, sexual desire, the hunger for power. If you were told that good people don't get angry, you didn't stop feeling anger. You buried it. If you were told ambition is selfish, you didn't lose ambition. You hid it. You think these traits disappeared because you don't see them, but they're still there, alive, charged with energy. And the more you ignore them, the stronger they become. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be repressed. And when you repress powerful emotions for years, pressure builds. Eventually, it leaks. This is why the nicest people are often the most passive-aggressive. This is why resentment hides behind politeness. This is why compliments sometimes feel like insults. The shadow finds a way out. Another way it escapes is through projection. Projection happens when you attack in others what you refuse to acknowledge in yourself. That coworker who instantly irritates you, loud, arrogant, selfish, may not be your enemy. They may be acting out the traits you're too afraid to express. When the shadow is completely ignored, it erupts. Sudden rage, self-sabotage, destructive habits right before success. This isn't random behavior. It's the shadow demanding recognition. So what's the solution? Do you embrace chaos? Do you become ruthless? No. Jung never believed the shadow should be destroyed. He believed it must be integrated. You don't eliminate the monster, you face it. Because here's the truth most people never hear. The shadow doesn't only contain your darkness, it contains your strength. Aggression without violence becomes drive. Selfishness without cruelty becomes self-respect. Dominance without abuse becomes leadership. If you are only nice, you are harmless. And harmless people are weak. But when you integrate your shadow, you become dangerous, under control. You stop being passive-aggressive and start being assertive. You stop resenting others because you finally set boundaries. You stop fearing your own power and start using it deliberately. A virtuous person isn't someone who can't do harm. A virtuous person is someone who can, but chooses not to. That is real strength. The world doesn't need more fake niceness. It needs whole people. People who know their darkness, accept it, and keep it under voluntary control. That's the difference between being a child and being an adult. If you're